All right, we're moving on. We're going to be in Ruth 4:13, and we've got a few injections. Again, this is the chronological Bible, so we're going to have some injections from Chronicles today, which would be later writings. So some give the authorship of this to Samuel. So in the Chronicles that were being recorded, it'll inject some of the things that we're reading through, authenticating also what we're reading through. Let the truth be confirmed by two or more witnesses. We're going to be reading to 1 Samuel 1:8. But with some injections from Chronicles.
Sounds great. Okay, let's get started.
So Boaz took Ruth, and she became his wife. And when he went into her, the Lord gave her conception, and she bore a son. Then the women said to Naomi, "Blessed be the Lord, who has not left you this day without a close relative, and may his name be famous in Israel.
And may he be to you a restorer of life and a nourisher of your old age. For your daughter-in-law, who loves you, who is better to you than 7 sons, has borne him." Then Naomi took the child and laid him on her bosom and became a nurse to him. Also the neighbor women gave him a name, saying, "There is a son born to Naomi." And they called his name Obed. He is the father of Jesse, the father of David.
Now this is the genealogy of Perez. Perez begot Hezron. Hezron begot Ram. Ram begot Aminadab. Aminadab begot Nahshon. And Nahshon begot Salmon. Salmon begot Boaz. Boaz begot Obed. Obed begot Jesse. And Jesse begot David.
Beautiful. What a great book.
So we're going now to Chronicles. 1 Chronicles chapter 2, 9 through 17. Also, the sons of Hezron who were born to him were Jerahmeel, Ram, and Chalubai. Ram begot Aminadab. Aminadab begot Nahshon, leader of the children of Judah. Nahshon begot Salma, and Salma begot Boaz. Boaz begot Obed. Obed begot Jesse. Jesse begot Eliab, his firstborn. Abinadab, the second. Shimea, the third. Nathaniel, the fourth, Radai, the fifth, Ozem, the sixth, and David, the seventh.
Now their sisters were Zeruiah and Abigail, and the sons of Zeruiah were Abishai, Joab, and Ashael. 3. Abigail bore Amasa, and the father of Amasa was Chether the Ishmaelite. Yeah, we have a dear friend named Amasa. Hi, Amasa.
Now, we're going to go to 1 Chronicles 2, 18 to 24.
Caleb, the son of Hezron, had children by Azubah, his wife, and by Jerioth. Now, these were her sons, Jesher, Shebab, and Arden.
When Azubah died, Caleb took Ephrath as his wife, who bore him Hur. And Hur begot Uri, and Uri begot Bezalel.
Now afterward, Hezron went in to the daughter of Mashir, the father of Gilead, whom he married when he was 60 years old, and she bore him Segub. Segub begot Jair, who had 23 cities in the land of Gilead.
Geshur and Syria took from them the towns of Jair and Kenath, and its towns, 60 towns. All these belongs to the sons of Machir, the father of Gilead. After Hezron died and Caleb Ephratah, Hezron's wife Abijah bore him Asher, the father of Tekoa, or Tekoa.
Tekoa.
Father of Tekoa.
The sons of Jerahmeel, the firstborn of Hezron, were Ram, the firstborn, and Bunah, Oren, Ozem, and Ahijah. Jerahmeel had another wife whose name was Atarah. She was the mother of Onam. The sons of Ram, the firstborn of Jerahmeel, were Maz, Jeman, and Eker. The sons of Onam were Shammai and Jada. The sons of Shammai were Nadab and Abishur.
And the name of the wife of Abishur was Abihail, and she bore him Aban and Molid. The sons of Nadab were Seled and Apam. Seled died without children. The sons of Apam was Ishi. The son of Ishi was Sheshan, and Sheshan's son was Achlai. Alai.
The sons of Jada, the brother of Shammai, were Jether and Jonathan. Jether died without children. The sons of Jonathan were Peleth and Zaza. These were the sons of Jerahmeel.
Now Sheshan had no sons, only daughters, and Sheshan had an Egyptian servant whose name was Jarha. Sheshan gave his daughter to Jarha, his servant, as wife, and she bore him Attai. Attai begot Nathan, and Nathan begot Zabad. Zabad begot Ethlal, and Ethlal begot Obed. Obed begot Jehu, and Jehu begot Azariah. Azariah begot Helez. Helez begot Eliasa. Eliasa begot Sismai. Sismai begot Shalom. Shalom begot Jechamiah, and Jechamiah begot Elishama.
The descendants of Caleb, the brother of Jerahmeel, were Misha, his firstborn, who was the father of Ziph, and the sons of Marashah, the father of Hebron. The sons of Hebron were Korah, Tapua, Rechem, and Shema. Shema begot Raham, the father of Jorkoam, and Rechem begot Shammai. And the son of Shammai was Maon, and Maon was the father of Bethzur.
Ephah, Caleb's concubine, bore Haran, Moza, and Gezer. And Haran begot Gaziz. And the sons of Jadai were Regim, Jotham, Geshan, Pelet, Ephah, and Shaph.
Macha, Caleb's concubine, bore Sheber and Tihana. She also bore Shaph, the father of Medimaha, Shiva, the father of Machbene, and the father of Gibeah. And the daughter of Caleb was Aksha.
These were the descendants of Caleb, the sons of Hur. The firstborn of Ephratah were Shobal, the father of Kirjath, Jerim, Salma, the father of Bethlehem, and Hareph, the father of Beth-Gader. And Shobal, the father of Kirjath Jerim, had descendants, Haroeh, and half of the families of Manuhath. The families of Kirjath Jerim were the Ithrites, and the Puthites, and the Shumathites, and the Mishraites. From these came Zorathites and the Eshtolites.
Wow.
Wow.
Well done. The sons of Salma were Bethlehem, the Netophahites, Atroth Beth Joab, half of the Manahethites, and the Zorites. And the families of the scribes who dwelt at Jabez were the Tirathites, the Shimeathites, and the Suchathites. These were the Kenites, who came from Hamath, the father of the house of Rechab.
Now we're going to go to 1 Chronicles 4, verse 1 to 23. The sons of Judah were Perez, Hezron, Carmi, Hur, and Shobal. And Rei, the son of Shobal, begot Jahath. And Jahath begot Ahumai and Lahad. These were the families of the Zorathites. These were the sons of the father of Atam, Jezreel, Ishma, and Idbash. And the name of their sister was Hezlelelponi. And Penuel.
Wow. These were the sons of Hur, the firstborn of Ephratah, the father of Bethlehem. And Ashur, the father of Tekoa, had two wives, Helah and Nara. Nara bore him Ahuzam, Hefer, Temeni, and Hahashtari. These were the sons of Nara. The sons of Helah were Zerath, Zohar, and Ethnan. And Koz begot Anub, Zebulbah, and the families of Aharhel, the son of Harum.
Now Jabez was more honorable than his brothers, and his mother called his name Jabez, because I bore him in pain. And Jabez called on the God of Israel, saying, "Oh, that you would bless me indeed and enlarge my territory, that your hand would be with me, and that you would keep me from evil, that I may not cause pain." So God granted him what he requested.
Yeah.
That became a megatrend, a book and a megatrend, yeah.
Cheleb, the brother of Shuha, begot Mehir, who was the father of Eshton. And Eshton begot Beth Rapha, Paseah, and Tehina, the father of Ir-Nahash. These were the men of Recha.
The sons of Kenaz were Othniel and Zerahiah. The sons of Othniel were Hathath and Meonathai, who begot Ophrah. Sariah begot Joab, the father of Harashim, for they were craftsmen. The sons of Caleb, the son of Jephunneh, were Iru, Elah, and Nam.
The son of Elah was Kenaz. The sons of Jehalelel were Zipha, Tiria, and Asarel. The sons of Ezra were Jether, Mered, Ephah, and Jalon. And Mered's wife bore Miriam, Shammai, and Ishba, the father of Eshtemoa. His wife, Jehudijah, bore Jared, the father of Gedor, Heber, the father of Soko, and Jekuthiel, the father of Zanoah. And these were the sons of Bithia, the daughter of Pharaoh, whom Mered took.
The sons of Hodiah's wife, the sister of Naham, were the fathers of Keilah, the Garmite, and Eshtemoa, the Machathite. And the sons of Shimon were Amnon, Rimnah, Ben-Hanan, and Tilon. And the sons of Ishi were Zoheth and Ben-Zoheth.
The sons of Shelah, the son of Judah, were the father of Leka, Leda, the father of Mersha, and the families of the house of the linen workers of the house of Ashbia. Also Joachim, the men of Choziba, and Joash, Seraph, who ruled in Moab, and Jashubi Lehem. Now the records are ancient. These were the potters and those who dwell at Netem and Gederah. There they dwelt with the king for his work.
1 Samuel chapter 1, 1-8.
Okay. Now there was a certain man of Ramathaim, Zophim, of the mountains of Ephraim, and his name was Elkanah, the son of Jeroham, the son of Elihu, the son of Dohu, the son of Zuph, an Ephraimite.
And he had 2 wives. The name of the one was Hannah, and the name of the other was Peninnah. And Peninnah had children, but Hannah had no children. This man went up from his city yearly to worship and sacrifice to the Lord of hosts in Shiloh. Also the 2 sons of Eli, Hophni and Phinehas, the priests of the Lord, were there.
And whenever the time came for Elkanah to make an offering, he would give portions to Peninnah, his wife, and to all her sons and daughters. But to Hannah he would give a double portion, for he loved Hannah, although the Lord had closed her womb. And her rival also provoked her severely to make her miserable, because the Lord had closed her womb.
So it was year by year when she went up to the house of the Lord that she provoked her. Therefore she wept and did not eat.
Yeah, people can be mean.
Then Elkanah, her husband, said to her, Hannah, why do you weep? Why do you not eat? And why is your heart grieved? Am I not better to you than 10 sons? And that ends today's reading.